Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bina Kerikabuna. If this is the first time here, but if you're a returning subscriber clicking to watch my new video, thank you very much for stopping by. If this is the first time and you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. My name is Bina Kerikabuna, like I said, and I vlog from Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, where I sometimes talk about faith, sometimes I travel, and I talk about my lifestyle, just showing you guys my life and events that I get up to and just stuff that I get up to with life, you know. But on today's video, if you're new to my channel, man, you would not know this, but I schooled in the Philippines. I studied in the Philippines and I've been back since 2018. So I'm trying to get more people to go study in the Philippines because I feel like it's a really great country. And I did a part one of reasons why you should study in the Philippines, why I think you should study in the Philippines. And this is my part 2 video of reasons why I think you too should study in the Philippines. Number 1, advanced technology. The Philippines is advanced technology wise, like their way. If you're Nigerian or if you're African or anything like that, I would advise you to school in the Philippines because our technology is way more advanced than what we have here in Nigeria. Everything you're learning is on a higher level, like just technology basically. Like they are good with computers. Like a small child in the Philippines can be typing, like they can type so fast. They understand the internet, they understand how to Google stuff. Like I'm talking like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old in the Philippines can surf the web like it's nothing. It's normal in the Philippines for everybody to use technology. It's a technological based economy, so it's easier to school, it's easier to get your assignments done, it's easier to do everything, it's easier to go to school. Even when there's a typhoon, like there's a natural disaster, you can stay at home and study. Before people begin do Zoom meeting, we don't need for us, they do online learning since long. Do you get? So before pandemic, we have been doing online learning because the Philippines is a disaster prone nation. So because of that, we always have like online classes. Even when we have physical classes, every class has their own online platform. In case the prof cannot come to class, you can stay in your house on your bed and learn. It's just a more technologically advanced nation. So if you're looking for somewhere that is more technologically advanced than your country, like I said, if you're Nigerian or African, then you should check out the Philippines. Next is Wi-Fi. This will say it's within the technology, but I'm separating them because Wi-Fi is everywhere. Wi-Fi is normal life in the Philippines. There's Wi-Fi in the mall, there's Wi-Fi in the hospitals, there's Wi-Fi in the airports. I'm talking Wi-Fi that works, so not the one we have at MM1 and MM2 that is not working. I'm talking about Wi-Fi that works. There's Wi-Fi in your school environment, in your school company. As soon as you get in, the Wi-Fi works. There's Wi-Fi everywhere, like every single place there's Wi-Fi. So it's easier for you to just stay somewhere and Google something. Like you're on your way to class, but you have a presentation, you can just Google something on the hallway and then get it ASAP. You don't even need data. Your school has Wi-Fi. As soon as you get into your school, you're automatically connected and your life is fast. Your life is just zap. Wi-Fi that works, Wi-Fi that is fast. It's everywhere in the Philippines. So it's easy to just do school work. It's easy to live and get by in the Philippines because of the internet system that works, the Wi-Fi system works. Number 3 point that I have here is constant power supply. I think I mentioned this in my last video. I don't know, I'm not sure. But one of the reasons why I think you should study in the Philippines is because there's constant power supply. Light is 24/7. Life is easier when you have constant power supply. So study in the Philippines because life no go. If like person like me, that if tomorrow is not the due date, then today is not the due date kind of people. If you're like me, you can do your assignment last minute because you're sure that the power supply will still be there for you to do it however last minute you want to, so that you can submit. I mean, I'm not encouraging laziness, I'm not, but if you're like me, then you're lazy like me, you can do your assignment last minute with the assurance that there's still going to be power supply for you to do it and get it submitted on time. Most of our assignments are usually soft copy, so we do your assignment on your laptop and submit it via the internet. So you see why I said Wi-Fi is important to you and why constant power supply is a must. So if you are thinking of reasons why you should be studying in the Philippines, this is one: constant power supply. It will help. It makes life easier. It makes your study life easier. It makes school easier. The fact that there will be lights in the next hour and you are sure of it makes everything easier. Yeah. Next is it broadens your horizon. Like the Philippines is a travel destination, right? So there are a lot of foreigners in the Philippines because it's an island nation. There are a lot of islands and beaches everywhere. You have Americans, Europeans, you have Spaniards, you have anybody, Chinese, Japanese. They are in the Philippines because they speak English. Well, that's a bit down my points, but because of the influx of people, you meet every spectrum of people and every class of people and every color of people in the Philippines. It broadens your horizon, makes you see life differently, makes you see things from the bigger perspective, like see it from another person's eyes. So you can engage with other Africans too. A lot of Africans travel to the Philippines to study or to do business or to do one thing or the other. You can meet these people in the Philippines and then you can have a tete-a-tete with them. It just opens you more to the other side of life, to things that are different from what you're naturally used to. So yes, the Philippines broadens your horizon. So you should study in the Philippines because it's going to enlarge your spectrum, your limited spectrum. You know how we can be very myopic in Nigeria, and Africans can be very myopic. If you go to the Philippines, because you meet so many people from different walks of life and from different races and different class of people, it broadens your horizon. It makes you see things differently. So that's one of the reasons why I encourage you to study in the Philippines. It's an island nation. It's a tourist destination. There's a lot of tourists. There's a lot of foreigners in the country. So meeting these people would help you see life differently. That kind of thing. So okay. Next point, so there, that's what they call exposure. I mean, that point, tell my period point is what they call exposure in Nigeria. You know how people want to get married and they say that exposure is a must. Exposure is one of the characteristics they look out for when they want to get married. They're looking for a partner. Exposure, international exposure, foreign exposure. The Philippines will give you that foreign exposure you're looking for. Yes, the Philippines has that to offer. My fifth and final point for this video is you learn a new language. Even though, like I said, the Philippines is an English speaking nation, so yes, you can survive with English, but then because they don't speak English 100%, you have to learn a little bit of Tagalog, Filipino. Depending on what region you are, you can learn the Visayas, you can learn I don't know, Cebuana, you can learn all of those things. So yes, to open you up to a new language. Unlike if you're a Nigerian moving into, let's say, America or UK, for example, you're not learning a new language because we speak English in Nigeria. There's nothing else you're learning. It's only English. The only thing that will change is accent, and person like him, accent will still not change. My accent will still be like this. If I'm talking to a Filipino, I will not speak English the way I'm speaking. I will speak it with a little bit of an accent, with a little bit of Filipino accent. Just roll my tongue a bit so they get me. But if I'm talking to the normal Nigerians or like normal average other people that are not Filipinos, I talk like this. So why I think you should study in the Philippines is because you can learn Filipino as an additional language. You can also learn Spanish because Filipino was colonized by Spain, so just some of them speak Spanish. So, but you just open yourself up to learning a second language, which is a good thing. I mean, you can never speak too much languages. I mean, how many language do I even speak? God save me. How many language do I even speak? But it's a good thing to learn a new language. So I encourage you to study in the Philippines because it will help you learn a new language. I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you should study in the Philippines, and just give it a shot and thank me later, because it is more fun in the Philippines. And until I see my next video, please continue to remain in God. God bless you. Bye.